Episode number next. I'm Matt.
I'm Amy.
Welcome to the show.
This is Coda and Charlie.
Coda and Charlie's in her lap tonight.
We
that's
have
awesome.
two babies in our lap. Oh, don't get up.
Now he's awake.
He started wagging his
You said
tail.
his name.
I said his name. Uh-oh.
So tonight we're going to talk about pricing. Basically, your project pricing and how it's been affected by everything going on, right? So we'll talk about that. But first, we'll do our Sawdust Spotlight. We live on both just right now?
I don't know. Hold on. I don't think this one is yet. I think Facebook is waiting. No.
Sweet.
No, you're on there. You're on there.
Awesome. All right. Sawdust Spotlight this week goes out to Andrew Dalton. So he's really proud of this. He made it for his foyer. He's a place to hang his vest. Thank you for your service. And then also places to store things. So that's really cool. It's a really cool shelf build. I like that. I like that he used the pipe in there, and then he also used, looks like maybe walnut. Pretty cool, man. Good job.
Really quick, so let's just put a little disclaimer out there tonight. Let's put a disclaimer out. We are not here to get into politics at all. So
not interested.
We will delete your comments if they have some type of negative connotation that has to do with that. It's not what tonight's about, y'all.
Yeah, it really doesn't matter at this point. I mean,
we can't change it.
It's like
There's
worrying
nothing
about
we
if
can do.
it rained today. There's nothing I can do about that.
Yep.
Now, we talk about pricing your woodworking projects. Everything's going up. I mean, the cost of gas is up, as you know, especially if you're out west. It's even higher. And it affects everything. It affects the supply chain. It's going to affect lumber prices. As a matter of fact, I went and bought last week. At the end of last week, I bought a sheet of plywood, 3/4 inch birch. It was $75 for one sheet. When we did our closet build, it was actually $65 a sheet, if you'll remember right, on the pricing at the end of that video. So the price of your goods are going up.
I don't know why she's doing that. Hey, really quick, everybody give a shout out to Jake. It's on here as Jake John. Jake is one of my kiddos at school. So
I thought you was going to say it was Jake from State Farm.
It's Jake from Miss Outlaw's class.
So with that being said, I would like to know if you're selling your woodworking projects, are you going up? And if so, how much? Because like, for instance, the state of Arkansas, I've read that the inflation has gone up 6% from last year. So that was before the gas prices started going up. So that's a 6% increase. If you increase the price of your project 6%, is that enough to cover the increased pricing that you had?
Sorry.
What happened?
Nothing. My bad.
Did you unmute me?
Yeah, for just a second. I quickly muted you again.
Oh.
Yep.
Hey,
and
Matthew,
guys, we did not tell you this, but go ahead and drop those states. Let us know where you're from, and we will give you a shout out later.
Drop the states.
Drop those states.
Now, what we're doing is nothing different because I'm not selling projects to people. I got build plans for sale, as you can see right there on your screen. You can go there and get those. We're not increasing those. That's just unnecessary. They're digital products. I'm not out any extra money because the prices of everything else is up on those. So that's something you can count on that they're not going to go up. But if you're pricing your projects, I think you should increase the price. How much do you think overall should be increased?
Right. So Yellowhammer Woodcraft says, yes, I went up $25 on one of my best-selling items.
Yep.
I mean,
so here's what I think. If you raise it, say $25, and the sales just come to a screeching halt, you're like,
maybe you can back it off a little.
Back it off $5 or $10. I mean, a lot of times you'd be really surprised at how much $5 would make.
Well, but I also think that you need to be careful. So you don't want to be so scared of raising your price that you end up your profit margin gets so low that it's little to nothing, or people have to understand prices are going up on everything. So you're not going to go to the gas station and haggle over that and say, well, you know what? It was this price yesterday, so that's what I want to pay today. So kind of, I mean, I don't mean that.
I paid $2 last year. I want $2 this year. No, I know what you're saying.
But your customers are going to have to understand that with price increases, their supply,
they know that.
There's an increase to your supplies. And so they may give you a hard time at first, but just let them know. Say, look, I'm not trying to gouge you and get rich off you. I just, my costs are going up, so I have to increase to compensate for that.
Yellowhammer said it was $400 item, so that's minimal
reasonable
on an item that size.
Absolutely.
I mean, you got to be able to cover your costs. If you're not going to stay in business, right? I mean, you got to be able to make a profit. That's why you're in business. That's why all the big people you think about, they're in business. They're making a profit. If they weren't, they wouldn't be in business. And that's why you're selling projects, is to either make a profit or to help support your family with the profits, or to even help support your habit with buying extra tools, and that's all out of profit. So just keep your pricing in mind when you're doing that.
Whew, we're having to do these. We're having to remove comments and tonight.
As a reminder, because a lot more people are on here now than were when we made the announcement, we're not getting into politics.
We're not going into politics here.
I don't care who you voted for president. It doesn't matter now. It doesn't matter, does it? It's just like I said a while ago, it rained today, and there's nothing I can do about that. It rained.
So
the ground's wet.
We have a pastor that works at our school, and he actually sent something out today, and he said, and he kind of gives us food for thought. Mm-hmm. And one of his things today said, I didn't necessarily want it to rain today, but God didn't ask me what I wanted. So there are things that go on outside of our control. The only thing we can control is our vote. Mm-hmm. But we can't change what happened as a result of everybody's vote. So let's not get into politics tonight. I don't like politics, so I don't want to get into politics.
It's an unnecessary argument at this point.
Yeah, that's not what we're here for. We want to try to maybe give, all of us ideas, bounce ideas off of each other. Us learn something and you learn something. So that's what we want tonight, y'all. Let's all be nice people, y'all.
Hey, y'all.
Oh, goodness. Justin says we are at 209. A leader where I am in.
I don't even know what a leader is.
What says leader?
I know. We're not in metric. Yeah, it's going up big time.
Yeah, it's everything is going up, and I think
the price of lumber is going to get
what
if the pricing doesn't go down. If the gas doesn't come under control, you're going to see lumber prices shoot back up like they were 2021, early 2021, when the prices were going crazy. I think it's going to happen again, but that's going to happen with everything. I think it's like we went to. She's stretching.
Yeah, she's pushing on you.
She's like, shh.
She's like, Dave, I'm trying to sleep here.
They may not even know what we're talking about.
Jake said that Miss McKenzie didn't teach him what a leader was.
Oh, man.
Miss Mo is Jake's math teacher. Mm-hmm. I'm his literacy teacher. She's his math teacher, so that's funny. Jake, you need to get on her about that tomorrow and tell her you need her to teach you what a leader is. See what she says. Oh, Jake's calling you out over here. He said you didn't teach him what a leader was.
Yeah, Khalif. The cost of groceries are going up too. Yeah, I think everything will go up, and that's kind of what I'm getting at is you need to start thinking now to start raising the prices on your projects, even if it's just a little now. Just nudge them up, and especially if it's not a return customer getting the exact same thing. Like if you had somebody buy something last week for $100 and they're coming back for the same thing this week, if you have to raise the prices on them, just say, this is why. When everything's going up.
And I think people are going to understand as long as you're honest with them. Yes. Like he was saying, it was a $400 item. He raised it by $25. To me, that's
very reasonable.
It's a reasonable increase. It's almost an expected increase. Now, if you've got a $10 item that you're raising by $10, you're doubling your price. Yeah. That's a lot different. But I think for the most part, people are going to understand. They're going to say what I say when I see the price of groceries right now. They're going to be like, crap, this sucks. And then they're going to, if they have to get it, they're going to get it and move on. Yeah. Somebody posted a picture, somebody local, and I don't know if anybody on Facebook knows who did this. But somebody posted a picture, and I saw it on my Facebook. They were in the grocery store here locally. The salad dressing was $9 a bottle.
What?
$9 a bottle.
What kind was it? Was it the good stuff?
It was like Kraft or something. No. It was like, my glasses are filthy.
You go home and make your own
$9 a bottle. And I to me, that was astronomical because we make our own salad dressing here. I make our own. And so it cost, a few pennies. And so when I saw that, I was like, wow, that was a shocker for me. So I don't know. Last time I saw the price of salad dressing was like $3. That's 3 times. Anyway, you can go on.
Well, I was reading everybody's lumber prices. They're dropping those in there. It's very interesting seeing what it is all across the country. I haven't bought any 2x4s lately, but like I said, that plywood was up pretty good. It was $10 increase over a month ago. And I think it'll probably keep going up. I was wanting to build a miter station, and I'm fixing to try to start working on that. I got to cram some room down. I'm working on getting a bandsaw to go in there, and I gotta find somewhere for it. So I'm wanting to buy plywood to be able to make that, and $75 a sheet, that's gonna sting a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness. So I think something that everybody, the reason people are going so nuts over it and stuff, we feel like we need somebody to blame for it. But try to remember that just because you're upset about it doesn't mean that that's going to change it. So try to...
Yeah, you can't change it.
Try to figure out a way to cut costs somewhere else to compensate for it. That's what I've been trying to think of. I'm like, okay, so if we know we're going to need to do this, and I'm going to need to raise my prices, you have to also think about, is raising my price going to make me lose sales here, or is it going to make me increase sales here? I mean, there's so many variables there that it's kind of scary for everybody. So I understand the panic. I don't know. That probably didn't sound...
Well, the plywood
That's
I
probably
bought,
confusing sounding,
the
but
plywood I bought was just sanded birch. It wasn't Baltic birch. In other words, it didn't have the 13 layers or 12 or how many Baltics got in it. It was just regular sanded birch plywood.
$750 for an 8-foot 2x4. That's crazy. Don't panic. Buy and ruin it for everyone. See, that's what gets me, and that's what I hate is, and I understand it. People panic. I do. I get it. But people will run out and buy everything up, and it puts everything in short supply, and then that also makes prices go up because the demand goes way up and the supply goes way down, and so then the prices jack up even more. So it's almost like a double-edged sword. Yeah. Thank you, alien leader. I didn't know if I was making sense to myself or not.
Riv, let's not get out of hand. He said no new tools, no new dresses deals. Let's not get too far out of hand here.
No, I think you're right there. I think that there's certain things that should be cut back on. I think if it's unnecessary items,
tools are necessary,
like
though,
for
so
me,
we're good.
I'm just thinking. I'm over here talking about possibly not spending money, and you're like,
well, I mean, if it's a necessary tool,
that's funny.
That you gotta have, maybe one of those 5 woodworking tools you didn't know you needed.
So somebody made a comment last week and said something like, back in the dark ages, they built things and they didn't have electricity.
That's true. They sure did.
So
they also didn't have internet to watch this live stream on.
I'm just saying you can make do with the tools
you can. You can sure do it because they did it for a long time. Matter of fact, there's lots of people still doing it.
Oh, that's funny.
I like my power tools.
I know. Michelle Cochelle, she said we can afford to hit that like button, people. She's our, if y'all don't know Michelle Cochelle, she's our program director on Facebook. And then we have a program director on YouTube, Miss Stephanie. You'll see her name is Stephanie Moderator. And then we just have the rest of you people that we love too. So.
Mike Kipper, I like what you said. He says you got to spend money to make money. So we'll say.
Yeah.
And it really is true. It really is.
Riv said the mini split falls into that non-negotiable. I don't agree with you. I think the mini split falls into that.
That's a necessity.
No, I think the mini split falls into the same thing as like the hot tub. Those are in the same category. So are you sure if those are a necessity, then I really think you should go ahead and buy both, Riv. Spenderella's going to need that hot tub. That would be an awesome gift for her. Everything she got going on.
Yellowhammer Woodcrafts, a good tip, says Woodcraft stores give 10% off for the whole month of your birthday. And then, of course, Rockler gives military discounts. If Lowe's and Home Depot both give military discounts. If you're looking for tool deals, I've got a new website, or new web page on our website, 731woodworks.com. You just click tool deals, post daily deals there to help save you some money.
Real said, Spenderella said, preach it, girl. That's awesome.
That's fun.
Oh, somebody said they just need to insulate their shop. That's also a great way to help cut some cost. I didn't realize that insulating it would help as much as it have. He still needs more insulation. He doesn't have any up top. And then the windows to the shop. If y'all know a good way to cover up the glass in a garage door that doesn't look like cardboard,
I took it down.
I know, I noticed.
If you saw it in the background of the video, somebody asked me, what happened to your... I taped it. Somebody said, what happened to your garage windows? Nothing. I taped cardboard up there to block the sun.
I pulled up the other day at our house with cardboard taped into our garage windows. And then I looked through the studio window, and he literally, y'all can't see this, he literally has my tank tops.
Well, that one's my shirt.
That's where my white tank top.
You gave that to me.
No, I didn't.
You said you can have it.
Anyway, he has a tank top on one light and a t-shirt on another light that you can see through the window.
Kind of diffuses the light.
That's cutting them costs.
Yeah, see? That's cutting costs.
Window tint. See, Jason, I thought about trying the window tint. But he doesn't. I don't know. I think it would work. Philip Quinn's birthday is this month. Everybody say happy birthday to Philip Quinn.
H2, the ceiling in my garage is the same as you see on the walls. It's but it's not. It's white. It's still vinyl siding though, but it's just white.
Holly and Jeff, and I can't say y'all's last name, Maxner?
Yeah, Mixner.
I like the name. Says first time ever making a live chat. Love you guys. Thank you so much. I love that the last name though. Mixner. I want to. Oh, sorry, our program director is correcting us. That's funny. What does it say on your mallet handle?
So this
and
was
don't
sent
start
to us,
swinging, said David.
This was sent to us, man, a while back, probably last year sometime. It's got John 3:16 with the cross on one side, the 731 logo on the other, and then on the handle it says, "Matt, just as God's words are like a hammer, use this one to help move things. Your brother in Christ, Charlie." So that's pretty cool. It was actually setting down there below where you couldn't see it.
Mackenzie Lumber Mill said that's an Amy Diffuser original.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4321. I thought it was odd that there was that too, but that's the way all of the garages here are built.
A lot of them.
We didn't have a closed-in garage before we moved to this house, and so, I didn't think anything out of it until the YouTube channel and people started commenting like, and then I started.
Are you in a garage? Why do you have vinyl siding in your garage? Like,
it's weird.
This is the way it's built.
Every house around here is built like that. They have vinyl siding in their garage. I don't know.
Joe, no, I don't sell these. That was a gift somebody sent me.
I'm trying to get. Okay, so you're looking at the comments on there. Okay, good deal.
Well, I mean, you can see both.
What's a Plasti Dip spray paint?
I want one.
Wizzy Woodwork says I'd use that Plasti Dip spray paint. It will look gray or black, and you can scrape it off if you don't like it. Oh, see, that would be good for the windows.
Oh, yeah. That would be good.
That would work good. I want a new garage door, but they're really expensive. Like, crazy expensive.
I may have mounted some stuff to ours today.
What? Did you mount stuff to the door?
Yeah.
What did you mount to the door?
You'll see it later. It's fine. I'm sure it's fine.
Oh, my gosh. He said it's like a rubber coating. I don't know. I'm going to spray it on your head.
Justin Kiesel says, how do you put your brand name on your work? I don't. I've never branded anything. We've got stickers that if you order a physical product, it goes out with the physical product. But I've never branded my stuff. Some people do. They have branding irons that they've bought online and stuff, but I've never done that.
Lucas Hickey says, been watching for about a year, but this is the first live. Just moved from Hot Springs, Arkansas.
Moved from?
From Hot Springs.
Moved to where?
From. I don't know where he moved to, but from. I love the Hot Springs area. We haven't been there in a while.
It's really nice.
Oh, my goodness. What did you mount to the door?
Digging up bones? That was like 5 minutes ago.
Jeez.
It still works, probably. It'll go up and down. It's fine. I'm telling you, it's fine.
Raylan Riley says they do sell garage door insulation sheets that fit the door panels. What?
Yeah, I've seen those. I cut my own. There's a lot of Mackenzie's in here. Her maiden name's Mackenzie.
So 4321 says, Matt, is this your way of asking for forgiveness? Because it doesn't sound like you asked for permission. We talked about that last week.
That's right. That's right. What are you looking at me like that for? I can show you a picture. It's fine.
Wow. Next week's episode.
I'm going to have a black eye again and wear my glasses.
He's going to be recovering, y'all.
I'll have my glasses on again next week.
You and that eye. Good night. Don't show me a picture right now because I won't be mad during the show.
I'm sure it's fine. It's not. I mean, it's not going to be. You'll not.
Frederick Bison says, "Hi Matt. Did you practice carpentry? Would be awesome to see you build a perfect wood shop and see what you could do after all these years of growing your skills." French here. Sorry for mistakes.
I mean, no
LOL.
we actually been talking about building a shop, or maybe in a year or so, and we're just trying to decide if we want to build it here or elsewhere. And of course, financial reasons, I haven't just jumped out there and built it. But especially with the price of everything going up, I'm like, there's several people in our area building houses, and they're like, but they've been building on them for a long time, and everything keeps going up.
He David is cruising for trouble tonight,
David
Robert.
Says, when is the track saw giveaway? I haven't officially decided when the track saw comparison video comes out. It'll be announced in that video, and then there'll be a couple of weeks timeline there that you'll be able to enter. So,
David Gamage, thank you. He says they likes our live.
Mike, I don't make my designs. Actually, H2, I think he's in here, makes our plans for us. I send him the information, and then he does it all on Google SketchUp.
They are seriously going to sleep all through the show tonight, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
So Dan Hurst says they super late, but we need to have a convention in our backyard. We've been talking about, we want to travel around and try to meet some of you guys, but coming up with central locations is kind of difficult.
There is no central location.
Yeah, there's no central, but we're trying to figure out different locations we could come to.
I vote for the beach.
Well, you'd have to have multiple places.
I vote for the East Coast beach, the West Coast beach, and then the Redneck Riviera. That's the destined area.
I worry about you so much.
That's what they call it.
I really worry about you.
I bet if you Google it, you'll see it.
You're embarrassing me in front of the wizards.
It's that area down there, the Gulf Coast.
They done told me not to hit you, so you better behave.
That's funny. Jeff already said, "Where's the 2022 shop tour video?" I haven't filmed it yet, and I've got an idea for that video actually, and I want to do it, but I really want to build a new miter station before I tour, because I've got a mess right there, y'all, and I got to get rid of some of these tools like the track saws.
Jackie Lane, I think that would be so cool to come to the Derby in Kentucky.
Oh, that would be sweet.
Get the big hat. One of my cousins,
I don't bet, but I'd love to see him
she
run.
goes to the Kentucky Derby every year. That would be really cool. And I haven't seen her in years, so that would be cool too.
Martin Lee says, "Matt, do you use your mallets or just for decorative gifts?" Both. I've made some for decorative gifts that I've given away. We've sold a few when I was making those, and then I've got some in the shop that I use all the time. So they can be used for either. So if you make them out of hardwoods, a couple of them made for gifts. One of them was ambrosia. I wouldn't really recommend using ambrosia for a mallet. It was a really pretty mallet. But as far as beating stuff with it, ambrosia is really not made for that. It's just too soft. And also some spalted tamarind, which is like rotten wood, basically. It's really, really soft. But it was really pretty, and I made one of those as a gift. But
Rocky B says, come to Greenville, South Carolina. You'll be 2 hours from everywhere. It's a geographical oddity.
That sounds awesome.
It does.
Rob, on entering the saw giveaway, there'll be details on that on the comparison video. You'll have to click a link and probably use gleam.io again. That works pretty well for us. So we'll be just using that. That way we can random draw. Makes it as fair as we can make it.
Oh, my goodness. I worry about you. Oh, goodness. Thank you, Great Grandpa. Damon says, I think a shop tour now would be fun, would give you a chance to show it as is and tell what projects you have in store for the future. I think that would be good, too. Yeah. You could show what's going on right now versus all the stuff you've got
if
planned.
you look at 2021 shop tour video versus now, and I think that one was in
Bye,
May.
Great Grandpa. Thank you for stopping by.
Thank you, man. I think the one in May, I think it was May, is when I did the other one, if I remember right. So it's not been quite a year yet.
Damon says move to Houston. It'll take an hour to get anywhere. Yep.
Swedish Nuts, you're right. Amy says, what state is the biggest viewership? It's going to be Texas, and then followed by California, if I'm not mistaken.
What state has the biggest viewership? Oh.
So, yeah, it would be Texas.
We have a lot of people that join from Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Have a lot of people.
If you look at the analytics, Texas is the most people who watch from Texas, which that's true of most all channels just because of the population size. So it goes Texas, typically, on average, it's Texas, California, and then up the East Coast is where your biggest views come from, and then it starts kind of trending from there.
Becca said it's funny how the pups are sleeping on my lap, but otherwise every Tuesday night they're trying to get to us. Look,
yeah, we probably just do better off letting them.
Mm-hmm. Look,
they
one of them is upside down. He's sleeping good. Yeah, Texas.
Miss Jackie, we do need to start announcing when and where we're going to be.
Well, we're really wanting to go to Charleston. We really want to visit that area and see it.
South Carolina, that is.
Yeah, and so we've been looking, but we're starting to.
Well, it's crunch time now. We're within
we've
2 weeks.
Got so much crap going on. Oh, it's really difficult because this is the time when you've got to get all your tax stuff together, and so it's just a lot of stuff going on. Joe Smith says he's got to see what's on your door.
Well, you may be in luck because it may be in a future video. I filmed it when I done it, but it'll be a few weeks before it comes out. It's fine. It's just that.
What is that? What is that?
Oh, sorry.
What do you mean, oh, sorry? It's the same picture. What is that? Is that... Oh, my gosh. Shop makeovers. He needs to.
Brian says he suggests we come out to sunny Southern California. Our pastor just come back he went to Seattle for a few days, went to Los Angeles, and was shocked at how beautiful it was. He said, I thought it was going to be smoggy and all that. And he said it was absolutely beautiful out there. So that made us want to go. Yeah,
it did. I was like, okay, we need to book a trip out there now. So we want to try to go to a few places. Sean Gleason said it's never too cold in Michigan. Joe Smith said he needs a sneak peek.
Miss Michelle Cochelle, speaking of the future projects, when are you going to spill the news and plans for projects? We do have some projects coming up. I've got an idea for a new crosscut sled that's better than the one I made last time. And while the one I made last time is perfectly good, I've got an idea to make one a little bit safer than is what I've seen. On most places, I've seen one that was kind of similar. And then also, I actually bought the plywood for that. So that should be coming up in a week or two. And then we want to do some other DIY home projects. The floor video of the DIY laying the floors, the hardwood floors, that's coming out Thursday. I got it edited. It's uploaded. It's ready to roll. All I got to do is hit publish, and it's there. So
y'all don't hate on us too much in the floor video. We did not know what we were doing. We did not know what we were doing. So that's all I'll say about it. Chris Coates said, thanks for giving me the motivation to start my business. God bless you. Becca says at Michelle Cochelle, yes, the secrets from a few weeks ago should come out. And we are working with our sorcerer on sourcing the stuff that we're getting ready to tell y'all about.
Yep. There's some cool stuff coming.
Yep. Y'all hang out with us and stay with us. And it takes time, but we did sign our contract with them and getting all that. We've designed what we're doing. Yeah, it does. It takes time.
Richard Herland says, new subscriber, so I apologize if you've answered this, but have you ever thought about it, of expanding, like getting some workers like John Malecki? Eventually, maybe if the business grew big enough, we could hire people in. But right now, we're good with just us. I would like to source some things out that we're currently making, but like the board butter, if we were able to source that out and us not make it all of it, that would be helpful because it is time consuming. But other than that, as far as employees go, and I don't know, we're in a different business. I'm not basically building wood projects to sell on a regular basis. We build for the channel, we build for ourselves, and it's mainly content. Yeah, we're not building the projects. like constantly
Mhm.
taking orders and trying to get things out.
But he does want to get his courses built. That's one thing that he is going to start doing is building courses that you can take. Palmetto Life Creations, do we think the wood prices will ever come back down, or is this the new normal?
Man, it's going to be this way for a while, I think.
I think so
I can't
too.
see, look at anything else. I don't have any inside information either, so this is just kind of off the cuff. Look at anything else where the prices increased over the years. I mean, when old people's was a kid, older people, sorry, we bought gas for 98 cents a gallon or whatever it was when you was a kid. It was 98 cents a gallon. It has not been that price since 1990, whatever it was when we bought it like that. So it goes up, then it comes down. It goes up and it comes down. I think the lumber and all that, tool prices, all that stuff is do the exact same thing. When you it goes up and comes down. I was going to say something else, but I decided to keep my mouth shut.
Lloyd Wagner's in the house. Lloyd says on Facebook, I would apply, but my job history isn't the greatest as of late. Lloyd, look for yourself in the video, the floor video, because just look for it.
You got to be quick.
He probably didn't want me to. You probably want you to find it on your own. But I missed it the first time, so I thought I'd give you a heads
Dynamatic says how difficult it is to do the tutorials on YouTube. As far as the build videos, they're not hard at all. They're not. So it comes down to views. What's actually performing on views on our channel. Our channel, when I show tools and tool videos, they perform way better than any project videos up to this point. Now, at one time, recently, I guess you would say, at one time the project videos did better, but now when I do a tool video, like it'll do well, and then when I do a project video like the desk build, that video was like one of the worst videos as far as performing videos that we've done in a very long time. And so it makes me hesitant to do too many project videos when the tool videos are performing, when people actually want to see me with tools for whatever reason. They would prefer me to see that. And this desk video, when we built this one, it didn't do as well. Maybe it's just the desks that aren't doing well. We got some other project ideas we're going to do and see how they perform, but that's kind of the
one
tangent.
of the things I want him to build and do a video on is
we missed something.
Oh, hey, you know what time it's not?
It's not power tip time.
It's not power tip time.
I don't know that Dustin Damon tried to tell us, and we missed it. It's the first one we missed. Stephanie tried to tell us.
Y'all, it is really actually not 7:33 now. That's, oh my gosh. Damon, he said $1.99 for a power tip. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry.
Power tip time.
Power tip time. Okay, well, Jesus forgives, and our power tip tonight is a verse. So I'll let you read it. You remember? I had you put it in your text there. Oh my goodness, I can't believe we did that.
Sorry.
Y'all go ahead. Go on, read it.
Leviticus 26:4 says, I will give you rain at the right time, and the land will yield its produce, and the trees of the field will bear their fruit. Basically, it kind of goes back to what we were saying a while ago. It's really not a lot you can do about the weather or about the prices. It's going to be what it's going to be. Just trust that God's going to provide for you, and He's going to open the doors you need to be opened.
Oh, my goodness. And, He gives us things in the season that we need to have it. He gave us the power tip in the season of 7:33.
Sometimes you just, sometimes like when stuff's going crazy, the prices are up, you're not getting sales like you think you should, or you're not getting views like you think you should. Sometimes those aren't necessarily bad things. Sometimes you need to just kind of stop and reflect and think, okay, well, let me try to redirect, or is this the course I need to stay on to reach my dream or reach my goals, basically.
That's funny.
Sorry about that.
Okay, so I'll do our states, but really quick, one of the projects that we're wanting to do, and I don't know if he should even do a build video on it, because but we want to do some kind of storage in the bathroom. It's a very small, cramped space.
I have an excellent idea for that.
It's a very, very small space. It's one of those bathrooms. It's our kids' bathroom, but it's one of the bathrooms where you walk in there and it's the vanity of mirror. And then there's another door to the toilet and the shower. And like your leg room is like 1 foot by 2 foot. I mean,
got enough room to stretch out a little bit.
That's it. Though, in the toilet area, like you're cramped in there. We even have it set up where you can't even shut that door. I have a rug there because it's so small and tight that I don't want the door shut because it makes it mold up top, and I have to run a dehumidifier in there constantly. So we're trying to figure out. I don't know if y'all would want to watch a video on that kind of thing, but that's kind of what we're talking about.
Miss Stephanie says she needs a red blinking light in the studio for emergencies.
Yes, she does. Something she can access. I agree, Steph. And Lloyd was telling us on Facebook, and our program director, Michelle Cochelle, our Georgia Peach, was telling us. I need to set an alarm on my watch, I guess, 7:31 every Tuesday night. Well, we shouldn't have to do that.
What's bad about that is we were on an airplane in November at 7:31 on a Tuesday, and that was one of the live streams we didn't do. And at 7:31, we looked at each other, and she said, "You know what time it is?" And I said, "Power tip time." On the airplane in front of everybody. So.
Okay, so let's go ahead and do our states really quick. We have Alaska, Missouri, New Zealand, Australia, Virginia, Canada, South Dakota, North Dakota, Arkansas, Louisiana, New Jersey, New York, Georgia, Oregon, Utah, Wisconsin, Minnesota, Indiana, Illinois, New Hampshire, Alabama, South Carolina, North Carolina, Texas, Oklahoma, Kentucky, Tennessee, Iowa, California, Arizona, Massachusetts, Ohio, Kansas, Maryland, Pennsylvania, Mississippi, and Virginia Beach. I know that they're not all states, but yeah.
Most of them are.
People tell me so. If I don't say it, they get mad. Or they tell me again. I said Arkansas. Hampton, Arkansas, too. Okay, right. Hampton.
So my idea for the bathroom is, I told you in the members only, so this is just going to be a repeat. I think
you do a lot of repeats in the bathroom.
I don't know. Should I make this public? Because this might be a really cool project. This could be the next 1 million view video. You know it would be. Silence. What I think we should do is put a little swing arm.
Colorado. I did miss Colorado.
Kind of like these boom arms. See how this boom arm.
I said Alaska.
See that?
It was the first one. I said Pennsylvania.
If we put one of these on the wall by the toilet,
Thank you, Becca.
It swings out and has a place to hold your phone. That would be sweet. You know, that would be awesome.
Why do you need something to hold your phone in the bathroom?
Well, that's where you play on your phone. You watch YouTube videos and TikToks and all that stuff is right there.
Not all of us. Okay. Did I miss Michigan too? Sorry. Okay, so George Adair says, question, can I claim Georgia and Canada because I was born down there but live here?
Yep, you can claim whatever you want.
But don't let Matt make that button, Stephanie. Yep. Need more people to hit that like button, Jason Garrett says. Yep. Reading material in the bathroom.
Yeah, I mean.
I did say Alaska Moose Works.
Back in the day, I said A when you said.
I said Alaska. The very first one I said was Alaska. I did that on purpose. Multitasking in the bathroom.
Pepper says you have the neatest looks tonight.
Huh?
You've given me a few of the teacher looks.
Oh. Who said that? Oh, Pepper71. I haven't seen Pepper on here very lately. I can't talk. I remember that name. Yeah, he hates it when I give him my teacher look. He tells me that all the time.
Patrick Kerfoot, yeah, we ship projects only. Well, we used to ship projects. We ship stuff now.
No, I didn't say St. Martin.
Sorry. We don't ship large projects because those come with a higher price, especially freight pricing when you get into bigger projects. And you had to package those things up. I looked into it at one time when we were building stuff to sell. And basically, you're going to have to build a frame around your project and pad it and make sure it's not going to get damaged. It's just a lot of cost. But the other stuff, the smaller stuff, we were shipping stove covers, USPS priority mail. $30 to $50 is what the pricing was on those shipping. And I just put that into the price of the project on Etsy. As far as smaller items, we're still using USPS. I use Shippo service, which is, it gives you a little discount and it's much easier to kind of navigate than USPS's website. So that's what we're using now.
Film Mall, yes, we do this every Tuesday night live unless we're out of town. But I think we've missed maybe two. And one of the nights, married man, he did a show for us. Oh, bless you. He did a show for us. So, David.
Right.
So I think I'm going to print the states and mark them.
Print them in alphabetical.
And just like mark them every time. That way I'll do that. I knew that Pepper7144 hadn't been on here for a while. See, they said that I was right about
Jeff
that.
Crust says, how do you go about organize your garage? How did you build the storage or buy ones? I was thinking of buying shelves just at the same time. So yeah, I bought the shelves. I actually did a video. Search 731 Husky, and you'll see that Husky shelf video. I bought one, and I liked it so much I went and bought another one.
But now
one's
one of
still
them's
out
in
there,
here.
and one is right here and has all kinds of supplies on it. The board butter supplies, the packaging supplies, and stuff we use to ship out of here is right there. So that's what they're really good shelves. They're heavy duty. Like I've got lumber stacked on one shelf, and it doesn't even affect it.
We haven't actually organized his shop yet. He wants me to come out there and organize it for him.
I got started today with the garage door.
Anyway, Steph says she sees a puppy face poking through. Look, you can see to it.
Yep.
She kind of moved her position, so you see her. They're sleeping good in here with us tonight, so I don't know.
Typically, my typical day is when I first get up in the mornings. Somebody suggested I make a video of my day, so I
would love that.
I come in here and after breakfast, I come in here and sit down. Here, I've got a monitor that swings.
No, you get up and go work out first.
Well, I mean, I'm talking about my work day. Anyway, I come in here and sit down. The monitor is right there. It comes over here where I can have a bigger screen.
It's on a boom arm.
Yeah, a boom arm. And then the two pups actually sleep in this chair almost all day long. So that's what I was getting at. They stay in here all day.
And then he goes in and out with them all day long.
Donnie Maddox, no, my shop is never organized. I don't think anybody's is. Well, some people's are. Some people's I see on YouTube, I'm like, how do you keep it that clean? Like, I got crap everywhere.
I must really be giving you the looks tonight.
You have been giving me the looks. It's hurt my feelings a lot. When I go back and rewatch this, I'm probably going to get my feelings more hurt.
And anyway, we're going to work on organizing his shop, though, trying to figure something out. Here's my problem with organizing his shop for him. He tells me all the time, he's like, I need you to come out there and organize for me. I need you to do this. And I need you to do this with me and get this set up. Are you giving me a look? Your looks are not the teacher look. I would so get away with stuff.
You already get away with stuff.
But this is what happens when he asks me for help on stuff that has to do with the shop or the business or, kind of anything in life. He'll say, what should I do to this? I tell him, he goes, that won't really work. Okay, what about this? No, that won't work. What about this? No, that's not really how I can use it. Well, I'm not going to be. He listens to nothing I say on it. So he wants me to come out there and organize his shop. So we should record that conversation. That would be a viral video for you.
Robert says, I've been earning the look.
731 fight caught on camera. Real fight caught on camera. We haven't had a fight since that one we had the live about.
It wasn't really a fight. It's more of an argument. A couple of fights.
Hey, married man. Oh, that's funny. I don't give you looks. Michelle
UFC
Cochelle.
731.
Huh?
That's funny. UFC
731. Our kids, and I'm sure a lot of y'all can relate. But growing up, our oldest two, they're 14 and a half months apart. And so they don't remember a life where it wasn't both of them. And as a matter of fact, when our daughter was born and she was in her baby carrier, as a new mom, you're tired and all stuff. And I already had one. They're only 14 and a half months apart. So I had a toddler running around, plus I had an infant. And I was like, I'm going to try to get a hot bath and just relax. I put her in her little car seat beside the bathtub so I could watch her. And our oldest son, Dylan, comes running in the bathroom, rips his diaper off and pees all over her, turns to me, pees all over me. That's just kind of how their relationship has always been.
I was wondering where that was going.
It's just been crazy. And so we told them as teens, we said, let's move everything out of the living room. It'll be like, a UFC fight or something here and just fight until one of you die. Like, just kill each other until it's over. Like, they quit after that.
Like, they didn't actually fight.
No, I wouldn't have let them. They wouldn't have done it anyway.
Jackie McAllister wants to know if he was doing a craft show, how many different items would you bring? And would you have a theme, like decor items, kids items, have a mixture? I've never done a craft show.
But Mr. Jackie could have so much cool stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. He made that, by the way. There's a picture on the wall.
Yeah, he made us a picture that we've shown before. I do have.
Sorry.
There's a girl I work with that does that, and she doesn't really do a theme. She just does all kinds of stuff, variety.
What if you tapped into some pop culture stuff, like stuff that's really trending that you get, like, I don't know, The Mandalorian, people are fans of that. Those type things. I'm not saying The Mandalorian, I'm just saying things like that. If you could get away with doing, without getting into trademark stuff, if you got a pop culture thing. But yeah, I don't necessarily know that you would need a theme. I think that you just got to appeal to your customer base. What age range is coming through there, and what would they want to buy? You know, it's kind of, I don't know. That's kind of
thank you, Becca. That's kind of where I was at.
Phil, 731 is actually our anniversary. It's July 31st.
Mr. Jackie, I don't know if you could actually, I bet there'd be a way you could do it. But there is something that is so popular right now for young people. It is huge. I have one sitting on my desk at work that a student gave me. The student that was on here tonight. He also gave Mo one. They're called Funko Pops.
Mm-hmm.
And they have them for like just about everything.
They basically look like big bobbleheads.
Yeah, and they're super cool. If there would be a way you could laser cut one like that thing you sent us.
Well, that's not laser. That's
or whatever you call it, scroll saw. That's it. If you could figure out to make it look like one of the Funko Pops and like the design of it, the front of it, man, those would sell. Good night, those things would sell like crazy. Guarantee you, they would sell. You could put them on Etsy. Those things would sell.
Think so?
I know so. I know people would buy those.
Ricky Lowe says, how can he get his wife to stop complaining about all the sawdust in the garage other than telling her to stay out of the garage?
What? I wouldn't listen.
Ricky Lowe wants to know how he can get his wife to stop complaining about all the sawdust in the garage other than telling her to stay out of the garage.
Tell her, sprinkle some sawdust up and say, sawdust makes money, baby. No, I don't know. Don't do that. You might make her mad. Don't do that. I would laugh if he did that, though. He has done that kind of stuff.
Miss Stephanie, my eye's doing better. I'm worried about what it's going to look like
Jackie
after
looking
tonight.
Mr. Jackie, you can send me a message if let me put I got a new email, y'all. An email for you. Mr. Jackie, I'm gonna put my email in there. You can email me if you have questions about what those are. I'm telling you, those things would sell. Mo could tell you. I don't know if Mo's on here, but
the Funko Pop.
Yes. If you could do a wood cutout thing of the Funko Pops, but I don't know if those are copyright.
I wonder if you could build some kind of stand for them. If you could buy a few, you go to Walmart, I'm sure they got them, or somebody.
Funko Pop stand?
Buy a couple of those and build a stand for Funko Pops, because so many people are getting those things.
I forgot the M on .com. I hit enter instead of M.
So if you could figure out a way to build a stand for those, you'd have to have a couple just to show that that's what that is. Otherwise, people aren't going to know. But I don't know. Just an idea.
Hold on. I'm going to text Mo to bring me a Funko Pop real quick so I can show y'all what I'm talking about. But I don't know if you can actually do a sketch of, but you could make your own design, like according to wood shops and stuff. Mm-hmm. You could. I'm just saying it could be something.
There you go. Yeah, you just don't want to get in. You can't mimic the Funko Pop because you're going to wind up getting into a trademark issue.
Yeah.
But yeah, a display case would be.
All right. Yeah, a display case.
He knows what they are.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Oh, but Miss Cheryl wants to know. Miss Cheryl, I'm gonna have Mo bring me one, and Samantha said you better stop scratching that eye. Just kidding.
Marlene says on the sawdust issue, you can make sawdust fire starters. I burn all mine. Some people aren't in a position to be able to burn outside where they're at, or have open flames, open fires, stuff like that.
Oh, see, Papa Frida says that his wife has a ton of those in her classroom from all the shows that she watches. Yeah. I have all the Golden Girl ones. I have 2 of each Golden Girl that the kids have gotten me over the years. My kids, not my students. At Lawrence, what happened?
GMC, are you serious, man? That's awesome.
What?
He says he got a message off Instagram that I won their drawing for the Laguna L3. Man, that's a good prize there. I shared that on my story. Laguna was giving that away. Just make sure it's actual Laguna's account. You're not getting scammed or something.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Congrats.
That is cool. Lawrence Lunsford said that they got a new rescue dog. Our last one passed away almost a year ago. Said we were not going to get another one, but they did anyway. That's what we've said, that we're not going to get any more because of that. But it is hard to stay away from them because they're so wonderful. Do you have... Ricky Lowe wants to know, do you have any ideas of small projects that would sell using scrap red oak and any stain that would look good on it?
I wouldn't stain them, red oak. Well, try some, what do you call that stuff? Shoot. I'm drawing a blank. You know what I mean. That stuff?
Whoa. What? Huh?
Odie's oil. Put Odie's oil on it because it'll come out. It'll look very similar to this. It'll be this style or this type of wood or color. That's what I would do with it. You could mallets, trays, coasters. I mean, there's tons of stuff, small things you can make with that.
I'm
Ruby
trying to think.
Here would work well on that.
Oh, good Lord, have mercy!
Rub as a cowboy.
Telling you, John, it's like a crash. Are you okay?
I can't reach it.
Are you okay? So,
we only need one.
I need one. Please tell me you didn't. Go put that back.
Just hand me one.
I just saw the Golden Girl. You said
Y'all, she just unloaded my curio cabinet. I'm gonna beat her in. Y'all want to see a teacher look?
Funko Pop.
All right. So this is what a Funko Pop looks like. It's basically, I told you.
I said, can you bring me one of my?
So this is Rose from the Golden Girls. So that's it's just basically like a big-headed bobblehead is what I kind of think
I'm gonna kill her.
At least I'm not in trouble now.
I ain't seen nothing yet.
Gustavo, I don't have a Festool miter saw. I have the Delta. I had used the Delta
trees.
and I have a DeWalt. As far as like better, I kept the DeWalt. I gave the Delta away because it was the newest of the two saws. It's an excellent saw. I just didn't care for the dust collection or lack thereof of it. It threw the dust right in your face. I didn't really care for that part. But other than that, like I said in the review, the actual saw is an excellent saw. It has a butter smooth glide. I recommend either one of those. You probably get the DeWalt quite a bit cheaper, especially if you are patient, because those go on sale fairly often.
Alien Leader, I have 2 different collections of the Golden Girl ones. The kid, my kids, Mo and her 2 brothers got those for me, even though she about to get her butt kicked. Well,
Philip, I don't do any wood turning. I don't have a lathe, and it's just something that's never really interested me much. So I haven't never got into it.
I was trying to. Papa Frida said one of a good scrap wood project would be a coffee mug tree or a jewelry stand. Those are good ones. I think those would be awesome.
Yep. I got a video on 10 scrap wood project ideas you can check out too. There's all kinds of stuff in that video. A lot of stuff she's bought and some stuff we built. And some of the stuff she bought, it just didn't have time or the equipment to make it at the time. But, some of the stuff was like CNC letters, but some of it was really simple stuff you could easily make.
Palmetto said she was not sure which one I wanted. She was like this. And she tripped
like
coming. Couldn't even open doors. She tripped. Lord,
that's
help
hilarious.
Us. Oh, Marty Stalvey says, LOL, Mama Outlaw is mad. Well, I'm OCD. So, like, right now, I'm going nuts because I know that my Funko Pops are not exactly where they're supposed to be in my curio cabinet. Yeah, he's shaking his head because he knows. I am extremely OCD. And he has literally sent me messages to work before and said, hey, how does this look? He'll send me a picture where he staged something and he has moved my decorations to do it. And I have told him that if he ever has to move something like that again, not to ever send me that, because it puts me in an absolute panic until I can get home. Like, I can't hardly function. Like, it's a real condition, y'all. I am not discounting. It's a real condition. And I'm like, don't ever do that to me again, because I will go to my boss and say, I need somebody to watch my class for 10 minutes because I've got to go home. I have an emergency. She's like, what? And I'm like, my OCD is flared. I got to go home for a minute. Matt, move something. Like, is that bad?
Kevin Underwood says, what do you recommend for selling projects on Etsy? If you go, I've got to just search 731 Etsy. I've got a video on that. It kind of tells you how to get started. It's a really good platform to sell items on if you do it right. It's going to take some time to actually build up. It's much like building an Instagram channel or a YouTube channel, anything like that, it takes time to actually grow an Etsy following. Basically, it's an
Damon?
algorithm-based, search-based traffic. You probably
Bye,
don't have
Miss
to spend a lot of
Cheryl.
money, but as far as ads go, we was on like $3 a day ads and was able to boost things up. But it's a good platform.
Project Toyota, been a member for 6 months of our One
Sweet.
Before Supporter Club, says thanks for the great stream tonight. Whoop, whoop. Becca, I agree. Lawrence Lunsford said that he made an urn for his dog that had passed. He said one of the hardest builds he's ever had to
Oh, I
do.
bet.
Becca said it would be one of the most important things she could ever do, but it would also don't know how she would function making it heart and soul. Yeah. I don't think I could do it.
Michael Stark says, what's a One Before supporter? So we have channel memberships that you can join on mobile. There's a link in the description. On desktop, right under the video, you'll see a join button. You can click that and it'll kind of give you the details of all the levels and what you get. Pretty much, you can get discounts to the store, member-only live streams, member-only content, stuff like that.
Cindy W says, you have such a beautiful assembly table workbench. How did you feel after the first scratch?
First scratch hurt my feelings. And I tell you who gave
it happened within how many minutes?
It was an hour or two of me building it. I put the final finish on it. I was sitting back looking at it. I was like, boy, that thing's so pretty. I was sitting there looking at it, sitting in a chair for a few minutes looking at it. I go in the house. My oldest son goes out to work out. That little home gym we got out there. For whatever reason, he decided that the barbell didn't need to be in the rack. It needed to be out there by my workbench and was doing some weird stuff and flopped the barbell up and hit the edge of the table and put a good old ding in it.
Yeah.
So after that, it's kind of like getting a new ding in your first new car once the first one's on there.
Our son sent me he called me. I was at open house at school. He called me and he was extremely upset. He said, what kind of ice cream does Daddy like? I just messed up his workbench. Oh, Lord. It was pretty funny.
Chris L says, what are the top 3 to 5 stain colors that sell best? When we were staining and selling, dark walnut was number 1 by leaps and bounds.
Dark walnut is just a good one.
Special walnut was good. Early American was good.
The gray wash stuff.
Gray wash was good.
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple of more. Those are really the main ones I had. And I had some ebony stain that always certain people wanted ebony stain because it's black, but you can still see the wood grain. I would go with those.
The best way, it moved on me. Mike Kipper says, what's the best way to stage your projects? The best way to stage your projects is first not to crowd them. Let them stand out. Don't put so many decorations on them that people pay attention to the decorations and not the actual project. Don't use anything that is significant to your family. Something that makes it look like it belongs in your home and not their home.
She has a staging video.
I need to do an updated one. I told them that I need to do that. So I'll probably work on that real soon. Because there's a lot of new trends that are going on now than there used to be. So one of the best ways to stage your project is to make it look like whatever the new trends are. Don't make it look like an old trend because then it looks dated. So if you have something that you sell that you have pictures for that you staged in the old trends, restage it next time you build it. Yeah, update it. So
what kind of chisels do you use? Kevin says, I got some Narex chisels. Yep, that's what I got. Narex. I got a couple other brand names and I can't remember them right now. 2 cherries. I got a set of 2 cherries. When's the track saw giveaway? Those details will be coming on the comparison track saw video probably a week from Sunday, I think is when I'm releasing that one. So just stay tuned. When you see that video, when there's comparing all 3 track saws, the details to enter will be in that video.
Joe Parcel wants to know, have you ever built kitchen cabinets?
No, but I've repainted them and it sucked.
Yep. We've never built them though. And honestly, I would so rather have custom built cabinets in there than what we have.
The ones we got
so much work.
Like the ones from Lowe's or Home Depot.
They're
or
not the greatest kind, and they're kind of dated
Yeah.
in my opinion. They're not the shaker style, which is what I like. But a fresh coat of paint was just so much. We thought would be so much easier. And when we were in the process of it, I think ripping everything out and just slapping something up there would have been easier. But the painting part, it sucked.
Yeah.
The sanding sucked more than anything. But I would love to build custom cabinets in our kitchen, but I don't see that happening
No.
anytime
Corey
soon.
Cox says, have you ever used a cordless miter saw? I haven't. I'm not traveling job site to job site, so there's really no need for me to do that. But from what I've seen, the reviews I've seen, a lot of those things are really powerful. Like, you don't have any problem with the power.
All right. Our program director on YouTube has let us know that that's a wrap, folks.
That's a wrap.
So I'm going to go fix my Funko Pops and not kill my daughter. I'll check on her since she fell.
If I come back with a black eye next week, you'll know who did it.
You need to quit lying to these people.
Hmm?
What's your shirt say?
It says, fight the good fight. Fight the good fight, not the bad fight. The good fight. Good fight. Good night, y'all.
Lying is a bad fight. Good night, y'all.
See y'all. Hey, thank you.
Thank you, Clark
Super
Duncan
chat
says,
right
thank
there.
you for your faith and your guidance. This is a blessing every week. God bless you as you
Hey, we
continue to
love
build
doing it
this
every
group.
week, man.
We love it. Yeah, and we love you guys. See y'all next week.
See ya.
Lord willing.
Lord willing. See
Bye.
ya.